All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And this time, this episode is brought to you by and sponsored by me. Yeah, did you know that I am going to do a Unreal Engine 5 workshop? The 9th of April, we are going to sit back and learn all about, this new thing that is Unreal Engine 5. So we are going to start the 9th, all right? Then we're going to have some office hours in which you are going to be able to talk to me and, tell me about your woes and your problems with Unreal Engine 5, and we're going to try to fix them. And then we're going to have more instructions and support. And we are going to talk about things like basics of Unreal Engine 5, the new UI, how it differs from Unreal Engine 4, Ninite, Lumen, virtual shadow, path tracing, world building, and modeling tools, one file per actor and world partition, the new control rig system, and the new animation retargeting. So, what are you waiting for? Go to becomecgpro.com/Unreal 5 workshop. And once you're there, you can go through, all the new classes and all the new goodies and things that you can find right there in Become CG Pro. So become CG Pro and visit us soon. And let's start with this video. All right. So this video is going to be a doozy, meaning that I have, a couple of things that I can show you with this new Unreal Engine. So let's start with some basic stuff. So everything here that you see is from Quixel Megascans. And I, took the time and convert them all to Ninite because this was, an old project. But now that I see, these may be some old pieces because they are showing a little bit their age. And why is this? So if I go where this piece is, you are going to find that it was one of those pieces where they were dependent on displacement. All right, this right here is the displacement map. So this is like an old piece. So how can we make this, bring this piece to Unreal Engine 5? Well, that is going to be real easy. So I'm going to do it in a separate piece so you can see the difference. So I'm going to select this SM Volcanic Ground 1 and I'm going to hit Control D. All right, now I have a copy. I'm going to save that copy and I'm going to lay it about there, all right? And now I'm going to move it there so we can concentrate on this thing right here. So how can I make this, how it looks before Unreal Engine 5, with the displacement? Because as you know, Unreal Engine 5 up to now doesn't work with displacement. Neither Lumen, neither Ninite, it's working with displacement. So let's see what we can do. Let's open up our modeling tools and we are going down until we see the displace, and with our copy piece, right, selected, I'm going to click displace. All right, so now this is almost ready because I was fiddling with this before, but let me show you how it's going to look the second that you turn that on. It's going to look something maybe like this, all right? That is going to be nonsense, all right? This is a purling noise and this is no good. So what you want is to change this purling noise to texture to the map, and you're going to load up right here the texture, the displacement map that comes with this piece. So you're going to take this here, and now everything is going to be a little bit weird because it's too high, the value. So you're going to take it a little bit down. And all right, let's put it on 1. I guess that is going to be more than enough. And as you see, it's getting much, much better. Now, there is a couple of issues here where the detail is higher. So what you can do, you can take this displacement and bring it all the way down. So it's only going to go up, right? In a sense. So now 0 is going to be black and 1 is going to be white, right? And you can then play with the subdivision. You may not need 7. This is 1. This may not be enough. 2, 3, until you start seeing things getting a little bit rounded. That should be the ticket. And now look at this. This looks so much better than this. Like, this is flat, and there are a couple of straight edges here and there. Like, this is lacking a little bit of detail, but this is much better. So all you need to do now, once you are happy with the amount of detail, and this may vary depending on the what they wanted to achieve with the displacement. So now we hit accept, and this may take a little bit of a while just because this piece was already converted to Ninite. If you're working with a non-Ninite surface, this is going to go a lot faster. And it seems that it wasn't that bad. Right now we got very good displacement baked into the geometry. And just because we're working with Ninite, and now we don't care, we laugh at the poly amount, like ha, yeah. Now we don't care about that. Well, we should care a little bit, but on a piece like this, I can get a little bit wild with the number of subdivisions. So now that this is ready, we should very easy. We could select all these old pieces. These are this volcanic ground 1. I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to right click and replace selected actor with selection. And now all we did was taking this out and putting this one in. All right, so now I'm going to save our new SM volcanic ground 2. This one we can dispense because the modification is ready. And look at this, it's looking much better. All right, now let's go back to the selection screen because there is more, because everything is better when it comes in pairs. So now let's take a look at at this thing right here. So I took a couple of rocks, and let me now maximize this so we can check this out. So I took a couple of rocks and I made like a little bit of an arrangement here. And in the past, is if this looked good, like you have only 2 ways of replicating this. That one was to select everything, right click, go group in, and then group in this thing, and then now you have like a one group actor, and then you could take this and start alt and moving them out. But then everything is a little bit of a disaster in terms of organization. Everything is mixed up, everything is awful, right? So I'm going to undo. Let me see if Unreal doesn't. All right, it's perfect. Now the other way, I don't know if you knew this, but you could go into the, where is it now? Yeah, this thing changed so much. Well, you could in the past create a blueprint of all these shapes, all right? And I guess I should be able, snapshot, media profile, where is, there it is, here it is. Now, if you have all these things selected and you go to convert selection to blueprint class. I'm not going to do it because that is a little bit of a permanent thing, or let's do it. Let's do like a duplicate of this. So with all these pieces selected, I'm going to hit Control D. Now they are duplicated. As you see, they're blinking, fighting for that C. And now I can come here and convert selection to blueprint class. And you could select like a, if you want to harvest the components or create a child actor blueprint, let's create a child actor blueprint. And now, once I click there, let's hope everything is all right. All right, it's all right. So now I have this, right? So this now is a blueprint with its own scene inside, where I can take these static mesh actors that are like component actors of, the blueprint actor. And now I can save this, and I can start moving it around, because as soon as I, create it, it's going to be um, um, it's going to be in place, all right, of, replacing the other one. So now I could, start duplicating this one, this arrangement that I thought that it looked good. But the thing is that if at any point you want to edit it, or you want to, put more things into it, create a variation, like you were stuck. Now you could not take them out. And that was a big problem, right? So I'm going to get rid of the old and welcome to the new. So did you know that if in Unreal Engine 5 you select all these pieces and you right click on them and you go level, there is this new thing called create level instance and create packed level actor. So this is new. So let's see what this does. So I'm going to create first, the easiest of them, or I don't know, if like the precursor. I don't think that this is very useful, but let me show you what it does. So you can click right here, create level instance, and that is going to ask you, well, it's going to be external actors. This is great because if you select it true, then this is going to work with one file per actor, right? And another thing is to, keep your pivot in the center, at the lower C and in the center mass of this whole thing. So I'm going to click OK, and that is going to prompt me to save this map. So I'm going to save it right outside here in my content, right? And this is going to be my test level instance. And I hope the name calls a little bit, of your attention, and that is that, this is a level instance, as we have, material instance and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little bit like that. So now when you have this thing, now as you saw, this is a level. So if I go out until I see my content, now I have this level right here. And this is nothing else but a level. If I open up this level, it's going to be, these rocks in the middle of nowhere with no lights, no nothing, standing there, waiting for you to use them. But now with this new actor that is called the level instance actor, you are going to be able to call up one of those levels. And as you see, is the same as we had before. Now I can do exactly the same. I can take this actor and duplicate it. All right, I can duplicate it once more there. And now you have a couple of, actors here. This new thing, all right, this is also new from Unreal Engine 5. This is because I guess, where is it? Is it here? Yeah, hide actor components. Oh, but it's on and I can still see them. Well, now this thing is new. You can, I don't know why, in Unreal Engine 5, you can look inside the, how it's called, the components of an actor, all right? But for the most part, this is working. You have a level now that you can instance inside instance inside an actor, and at any point you can, for example, open up your create, and I don't know where it is, but I bet that if we go all classes and we search for level, it's going to be around here. It is level instance. So this is a new actor that you can drag and drop here, and it's going to come, without the level, so you can provide it. Now you can load up a level as an actor. And this is great, all right? But in terms of optimization and usability, oh, there is a little bit more to it. So let me show you. I'm going to start, deleting some of this. Oh, I guess this three will be all right. So at any point, if you want to make changes to this level, right, all you need to do is go to the top where it says level edit, and you can click edit. And this is so cool. Like everything else got masked, and now you can watch exactly what part of the, the whole mess of kit bashing stuff into your level is this exact level instance. So now you can, for example, take this and I don't know, rotate it around. I guess this is going to be a better, um, I don't know. But be aware that once I, select again my level instance and commit the changes or right click on any part and go to level commit, that is going to change each and every one of those levels right there, right? So I'm going to do it just because it was, a very nice and easy change. So as you see now, they're all, the same. I edit one and all of them got edited too. Now, that means that if you want to iterate, it's good because you can, make it better and that thing is going to be replicated throughout your level. Or you could do things like, for example, let's take this one right here. Okay, and I'm going to right click, go level, and I'm going to break it, right? Break level instance. And it says you cannot undo it. It's all right. So what it's going to do is going to extract everything that was inside that level. And that is great because now I can, for example, take one more of those rocks. I don't know, maybe this one. Um, so I just converted them all to nanite and I maybe didn't save them. So I'm going to take maybe this rock and I'm going to add it here. I'm going to make it a little bit, all right, go down, 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 down. All right. Now I have a new iteration of, these rocks. And maybe this could be like this, and this could be maybe like that. I don't know. You can make changes, right? Now I'm going to select them all. And I can, again, right click, level, create level instance, all right? But this time we are going to create a packed level actor, right? Let's see what's the difference. So I'm going to do the same and it's going to be exactly the same options. I'm going to hit OK. But now let's see. It is asking me to save this map, right? So I'm going to save this map as, underscore O2, right? This is the second version of this test level instance, and I'm going to save it. But now it needs to save a blueprint of that level. And let's see what that does, right? So I'm going to hit save. That is going to be okay. And now I have, the test level instance map 2, and I have a new blueprint that is called exactly the same with the prefix BPP, right? So now, and you can see here that now this thing is not like this one, like it doesn't have, all the inners, of the thing. It's self-contained, and it is, the same. You can take it, you can move it around, you can edit it at any point, you can commit to it if you didn't do anything. You can hit also discard. So it works exactly the same. And it's even better. And it's even better in the sense that if I come here and hit Control E, you're going to see that there are parts, right, to this thing. There are, different actor components, right, that were created inside. But these things are what are called instance static meshes. And you may not know that this is the easiest and the most optimal way of creating instances in the engine. So this is going to be a lot. And when I mean a lot, it's going to be a hell of a lot optimized than this one right here. Just because these are what are called blueprint mesh instances. Right? So if you want to do this, I don't know really why this one exists. The one that it's like a level only with these things inside. And this is really referencing the asset itself inside an actor. So this is good, but this is much, much better. And you can do, certain things inside. Just because it is a blueprint, you can start creating weird stuff in it. So let me show you what kind of weird stuff we can create. So let's go and search for content, and I want to go Black Adler and geometry and search me for static meshes. So I need a tree, right? Any tree will do. Maybe, I don't know, this one, right? So now I have a tree. Great. Now I'm going to go back to content, and I'm going to search for flowers. And maybe this one will be good. Let me see, where are you? Oh, no, that wasn't what I wanted. Flower, go to content, go here, Control B, show me where you are. All right, now we are here. Now we have, a couple of flowers, because I need color things so I can show you one thing. So now I can, drag this thing, put it there, make it a little bit smaller, maybe like this. All right, so I have, red flowers on this side, and maybe we could take white flowers and put it on this side, right? Let's make it a little bit smaller. And, we could go all about, creating different patterns, or, enhancing a little bit of this. All right, I'm going to put some dandelions, to this side. And that's it, all right? We could go completely nuts, creating things here. So this is just an example, Gabriel, don't go overboard. And let's put a little bit of grass here. That is going to do it, right? So now you have this thing here, all right? You have a couple of things, that could be around this tree. And you can, of course, pick up your tree, your dandelion, your papaver, your achillea, and this thing here, all right? So now I have everything selected, and I'm going to right click, level, create packed level actor. And I'm not going to set this one. I'm going to set it on a specific actor, and that actor is going to be the Black Adler. So I want whatever this tree has its pivot, that is going to be the pivot of the blueprint, right? So I'm going to hit OK. And yeah, this is going to be a tree test, right? Level. And it's going to be also a tree test blueprint, right? So that's it. Now this is a blueprint, right? This is an assembly, right? This is a level assembly, right? Now, what we could do with this, let me open up this blueprint, and I'm going to do a simple thing. So first, I'm going to the construction script, and I'm going to drop this. That should be, all right, this one is the mesh 4, right? So I'm going to drop this one, okay? And I'm going to drag here, and I'm going to do add rotation, add world rotation, right? That is going to be good. I'm going to click this to here, and this I'm going to split, and then I need a random float in range, and it's going to be from 0 to 360, and that is going to be my jaw rotation. And also I'm going to click duplicate this and made it from -2 to 2, right? And that is going to be this one and this one. Let's see now what happens. I'm going to save this provided blueprint, and let's see what it does. So now if I move this, you're going to see that just because it is a blueprint, every time you move it, it iterates a construction script. And as you see, you can have variations. That means that now if I take this one and put it here, it's going to be, in another rotation. But what would happen if I do the same with, I don't know, maybe this one, All right, I'm going to copy this whole thing, just these two. And let's connect this here and this one here. And let's see now what happens. All right, let me move this around. And you're going to see that there should be one of these. So which one did we take? Let's check it. It was the instance mesh 1, and that one is the red flowers. So let's see, where are the red flowers here? So now I'm there. And if I move here, now they're a little bit there. If I move here, now they are here. So let's do the whole thing and see how this looks. All right. So we made 4 is this one. So we need to do instance mesh 2 and 3. Great. Let's do it. Instance mesh 2 and 3. And each of those is going to have its own random added rotation, right? So you here, this is going to be a little bit of a mess, but we are in a hurry. This is going to be a very, very long video. And this is, no, I don't know if it's good, if it's bad, but here we are creating flowers that rotate, so they're never the same. And now we can save this whole thing. Let's compile, save, close it. And as you see, imagine that I, did more, all right, that's just this one. Now I'm going to create, another duplicate and another duplicate. And as you see, they're all rotating. So if you do enough things in the ground, there are going to be completely random places, and you can make different copies of this, and they're always going to be different, rotating different, orientations, and you're going to have a unique, for free, asset on your production. All right, that is going to be so easy to place, and you can go even completely nuts and put this inside a procedural foliage volume and create a whole forest with this thing, and you're never going to find 2 trees that are oriented the same or with the same flowers and grass around. All right, so with that, oh, I'm tired. This was a long one. All right, so with that, remember, we're going to have that wonderful, wonderful workshop about Unreal Engine 5. We're going to talk things like this and much, much more. You're going to be able to talk to me, ask me questions, and I'm going to be there to hear your tribulations and everything that got to be with Unreal Engine 5, and we are going to solve them all right? So, visit cgpro.com, become cgpro.com, and see you next April 9th. And you know the drill. Be good. Love you all, and see you soon. Bye bye.